Hello everyone, my name is Madison Redmond, and today I'm going to be talking to you about three famous graphic designers, their background, their styles, and their education on how they got into their career. So without further ado, let's get started. First up, we had Milton Glaser. He was a graphic designer in the 20th century. His artwork was exhibited in a lot of museums like the Museum of Modern Art, and just a whole bunch of museums that showcased his artwork. His education required him in High School of Music and Art, then graduated from Cooper Union School of Art after earning a Fulbright scholarship to study at the Academy of Fine Arts in Italy. Now, that's pretty impressive. So, the way he got into it was his style. He was recognized for trending logos in the century, like you can see on my screen. It says I Heart New York, which is most common on like those t-shirts when you visit, or just any t-shirt that has that logo, he is known for. His artwork also includes in some of the DC comics and the Bob Dylan posters, like I'll show you in the next slide. Like you can see, he was most known for the I Heart New York. His design and style was mostly of bright colors, and in my opinion, it's mostly opinionated art, in my opinion. Sorry. Like, the one of the man with the cigarette in his mouth, it kind of shows like he's kind of cocky and kind of just really like has like this aura around him, as you can see by the colors of the pinks and the yellows with the dull background color. Let's move on to the next artist. Next up, we have Paul Rand. Paul Rand was an American graphic designer and art director during the 21st century, like Milton Glaser. His work was pioneer as well-known iconic incorporated logos designed for major firms, including BC, Morningstar, IBM, Yale University, and many more. His father actually enrolled him into the Manhattan Heron High School, which is not really technically an art school, but while he was doing that, his passion was for art, so he was taking night classes at the Pratt Institute from 1929 to 1932. So that's some real dedication. He also attended several art schools in succession, such as the New School for Design, the Art Student League, and Yale University in Connecticut. His style was mostly eye-catching corporate logos, like the big black ABC circle logo that you see on television nowadays. So let's move on to the next slide and show you exactly what his design was. So like you can see on this first one underneath his name, it's IBM, which is one of the projects he worked on in creating that logo. You can also see the ABC logo, like I was explaining earlier, and then also kind of like his interpretation of art should be, so like the sparkle and spin logo that you see in the bottom. It's kind of inspirational, minimal color, but still has color against a dark background. So as you can see, his art was minimal and simple, but still effective. And now our last artist is Aaron Draplin. He was born and raised and educated in the Midwest. He is the sole proprietor of the DDC, established in 2004. This firm has participated in completed large number of prints, like web designs and illustration projects. Some of the clients he's had are Union Binding Corp and Nike, Timberland, Cobra Dog, and many more. He's achieved a Bachelor's of Science in Graphic Design from the Minneapolis College of Art and Design. His style is basically simple, eye-catching, involving thick black lines, accentuating the neon sunset-colored shapes. Now, on the next slide, I'll kind of show you what that means. So basically, it's the color and making it bold, more bold, beyond the neon color, because of the black lines accentuate the color. So I'm going to move on to the next slide and show you exactly what I'm talking about. as you can see in this first one, he uses the black lines to accentuate the sky, the sun, the mountains, and the tree line, and all the kind of landscape features. And he also uses a lot of color and shapes in his designs to accentuate what exactly they're talking about, like the cobra dogs. He uses an actual cobra made out of basically shapes. And the Mencon 2016 is basically shapes that he used to accentuate what that is exactly. So I hope this was very informative to you. Leave a reply back down on the comment board and let me know what you think. Thank you. See ya.